So we're back, normal location, and Collision is tonight. It's a 2.5 hour summer blockbuster, so looks a good card too. Very stacked Collision, probably gonna be better than Dynamite because Dynamite was kind of meh. Yeah, let's talk about it. I really think this Collision is gonna be great. So first thing we have to talk about is we'll have the Rascalz. This time it will be Desmond, Xavier, and Zachary Wentz in action. Just a showcase. I assume that's just because, we haven't seen the Rascalz in a few weeks, and honestly, I miss the Rascalz. I like them a lot. I hope to get them as tag, but I hope they set something up a bit further. You could always re-announce that Eddie Kingston link, but if it was up to me, I would have announced the match. Well, I was going to say the infantry, but they're already on the card. Whoever it is, I like the Rascalz. I'm glad that they're actually getting some time again, because they're like the new Collision Cowboys. They're great. After that, we actually get the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena in action following her Owen Hart Cup semi-final. But she's in the semi-final and she'll be facing Maya Wales. I assume, honestly, if it was up to me, I'd have that against Hyan, but I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if Hyan's injured. I remember seeing a while ago she was injured. Probably, I don't know. I think they'll do someone against, and obviously build that Maya Wales thing. Honestly, that's the obvious call, but even Mercedes, obviously that history there. There's a lot there. There's a lot there to do with Athena. But honestly, the fact that she's getting minutes, this could have been on Dynamite, by the way. But yeah, honestly, I like this. I think this could be really fun. After this, we get a fucking banger, like a straight up banger. We get Speedball Mike Bailey versus Jake Doyle of the Don Callis family. Obviously, these two have history from their time in TNA and I think DPW. This match, I've never seen a Speedball and Jake Doyle match. This I'm really excited for. I think this will be really fun. I do. I'm looking forward to this a lot. I think Speedball gets the win, obviously, because this will be his first match since Kevin Knight. So I feel like that's the obvious, way to go, but I don't know. I feel like that's the way they should go. If they do, who knows? But this could debatably be match of the night because it's the most refined match we probably have. There's another match there that will probably take that cake for me, but I think this match will actually be really good. Wouldn't be surprised if this was match of the night. On any other Collision, this is easily your main event. It's not this week, but any other Collision it is, and this will be really fun. I'm looking forward to this a lot. After this, we actually get our two TBS Survival of the Fittest qualifying matches. It's the, getting the Survival of the Fittest thing. Our first match we have is Hikaru Shida versus Zayda Steele. I think this is setting up Zayda Steele to get beat, but I wouldn't be surprised if Zayda Steele did get a surprise victory here, but I just don't think that's happening. I think Tony sees a lot in Zayda Steele, and what I've seen of Zayda Steele is good. I just think Shida, I wouldn't be surprised if Shida won the belt. Honestly, I'd be all for it. Shida's brilliant. I think Shida, I like Shida a lot, and I think her work since she's come back has been absolutely phenomenal. I think they'll give the win to Shida here. However, I'm expecting this to be a really good match. This could be match of the night either, but I doubt it. I think Zayda Steele just needs more showcasing, a bit more refinement, just giving him more minutes. And this, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that they're both in it, but I think Shida will win. I think that's obviously the call. After this, though, we get our second TBS title, the Survival of the Fittest match qualifier, whatever it's called. We have Julia Hart of the Triangle Madness versus Persephone, the CMLL Women's World Champion. I seen some idiot, it's straight, I'm going to call him an idiot, on Twitter and TikTok here, saying Persephone's getting buried because she got beat by Hazuki. What the fuck? Like, no, that's stupid. And like, Persephone should. It's a stupid take, and I can't believe people were even watching it. It was insane, and he was like, they were trying to back it, and it was stupid. I just wanted to mention how stupid that was because that's always going to be in my brain with Persephone now. But this is a hard one because I feel like because they declared Julia Hart so early on to go for the TBS belt, and obviously against Willow, it could be Julia Hart who wins here. However, I don't want that. I think Persephone should win here. Not because she's buried. What the hell are you on about? No, I just like Persephone a lot, and honestly, Persephone, I think this could work for Persephone too. And obviously against Julia Hart, the woman who missed it there, I think Persephone should win here. Really, I think, or if you're going to set something up a bit more, if Julia Hart wins, I think they're going to set something up a bit more long term with Persephone, as they should. Persephone's brilliant. But I think for me, I'd have Persephone win. But either way, whatever way this goes, I'm actually okay with it. Because, again, long-term story with Persephone, with Julia Hart, or Persephone could actually win a TBS belt. I don't want Julia Hart to win the TBS belt. I just don't want that. After this, we actually get a tag team match between the Bucks and the Dogs, Connors and David Finlay. This match I thought should have been on Dynamite. I was surprised it wasn't. Obviously it sets up the title matches, but the Dogs have. I think the Dogs will win, and I don't want the Dogs to. I think the Bucks should win here, and the Bucks should take that title match, or it should become a triple threat or whatever. That's what it is. The problem is with this is there's no Cage and Cope. They haven't been on TV for a while. If it was up to me, I'd have Cage and Cope, or at least one of them retain, or even like a little vignette. You know what I mean? It feels like I just think that's really hurt this feud. Really has. And I don't think the Dogs with the right call anyway. I know Christian's got that injury with the hand. But, honestly, I think the match would be good. I think the Bucks are the stars. The Bucks, you know what you're getting with the Bucks. It's incredible tag team wrestling. But with the Dogs, I think the Dogs are good, but I think they're going to try and build these a bit more of a threat. I think the Dogs will win. I don't think the Dogs should win, but I think they will. But obviously, and then the Bucks should be. The main thing for me is I hope Cage and Cope retain. That's the big thing. I do hope they retain. I think they should retain. And I think, because Forbidden Door's not that far away. I assume this is going to be at Forbidden Door. So, either way, this I'm looking forward to. This could be fun. After this, we actually get a Cincinnati Street Fight between the Death Riders in this incarnation. It is PAC, Marina Shafir, Moxley, Claudio and Daniel Garcia versus Shane Taylor Promotions, which was continuing from Dynamite, which I really like. That is going to be Shane, the Infantry, Shawn Dean, and Claudio Bravo, Lee Moriarty, and the girl's name. I don't know the girl's name by end, but, you know, honestly, that's kind of expected by me at this point. I'm surprised no Utah. I feel like Utah's going to have an involvement here. I feel like that's the big thing they're going to try and set up. I think they're definitely going to try and set up Utah coming in to be, like, attacking Shane Taylor, and they're going to try and get the win with that. I do like this. I like how they've been setting up Shane Taylor Promotions. I like how they've been putting them over. You can see there's something there. I think the charisma, specifically with Shawn Dean and Bravo, I think they just absolutely steal it. I said this last week, and I stand by it. They're the best. Shane Taylor's great too, but Jesus, they're incredible with the BBC spots, and then just how they are in the ring. Like, they've got that MGF factor where they speak during the matches and yell. They're just fun. I think the Death Riders will win, but I don't know. This is the thing. It wouldn't surprise me if Shane Taylor Promotions won, because Moxley's clearly trying to get them over. And when Moxley wants to get someone over, he gets them over. Look at Kyle O'Reilly, which it's hard. It's not hard to get Kyle O'Reilly over, but still. And that's what Moxley does best. And the entire Death Riders do. But I think with this, I think the Death Riders win, but I think they set the Shane Taylor Promotions to be up. I think they might, I was going to say shake hands. I doubt they'll shake hands, but I think there'll be something there. The main thing for me is I want the Infantry around. I want the Shane Taylor Promotions crew to stay around for a while on AEW. I think they should be on AEW full week. Shane Taylor's fucking great. That match with Moxley was fun as hell. I like this. I think the Death Riders will win. I think Utah costs Shane Taylor. I think Utah will come back and attack, even though he's not away, but you know what I mean? He got attacked by Shane Taylor. It's what started all this Cincinnati Street Fight whole ordeal. But I do think this will be fun. This could be the match of the night, but I think the next match actually possibly will. For our next match, we actually have our TNT Championship, Kevin Knight of the Don Callis family versus Myron Reed of the Rascalz. This is going to fuck. This will be great. This is what I think match of the night will be. If it's not Speedball and Jake Doyle, this will be fun. This will be really fun. Do I think Kevin Knight wins? Obviously, but I like the fact that Myron Reed's the setup guy for the TNT belt. I like that Myron Reed's the guy who they're doing the singles guy in the Rascalz. I do think Zachary, Wentz, and Desmond, Xavier are good enough. However, I think they're all great singles. So there's that. But I think they'll definitely set something up for Kevin. I think they'll obviously build up more of the Don Callis stuff with the Briscoe match. Maybe you get someone from the conglomeration challenging for the TNT belt. It could possibly be Briscoe or Cassidy, Kyle or it could be anyone. Honestly, give me Ishii. That would fucking bang. Because we still haven't done that Shibata one, by the way. That was teased and never got anywhere. But I think this will be fun. I think this match will be the speed that Kevin Knight and Zachary and Myron Reed get is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. This match, give it time, this will be incredible. I cannot wait for this. I think this will be match of the night. I love Kevin Knight in ring. Outside the ring's definitely got a conversation, which we've had. But obviously with the Rascalz, we haven't seen them in a while. This is a great way for Myron Reed to come back. This, I think, is going to tear the absolute fucking house down. We're there. Our main event is the return of Kenny Omega versus Bad Dude Tito. Now, I've never seen Bad Dude Tito, and honestly, I didn't know who he was. But let's get this straight. This is to build the Zack Sabre Jr. match at Forbidden Door, which is a big fucking deal. Now, I've heard Bad Dude Tito's good after, like, you know, hearing about him. I should watch a match, but honestly, I might still today. I think this match will fuck. I don't know if he's part of the same faction as Sabre. I assume he is. I don't know if that's still TMDK or what. But point is, you know, he's boys with Sabre. That's the whole point. Do we get a Sabre appearance? Possibly. I think because it's Dominion this weekend. I think it's Dominion tomorrow. So I feel like that could definitely not happen. But I feel like they could send a vignette in, or Kenny could go, I'm gonna go over there, because I think the show was pre-taped, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I think this is definitely a good way to build Kenny and Zach. I'm looking forward to that hell of a lot. This is probably the main event. I do like that Kenny's back. Like, you know, I just don't like that Kenny keeps going away and coming back. Obviously the Bucks are there. I think they should set something up with the Elite. Maybe have the Elite versus Sabre's, you know, whole little faction. If Sabre got a match announced for Dominion, that could be something. If not, you could give, you know, that match to build the Forbidden Door match on Dominion this weekend. But I feel like this is definitely a fun match. I'm looking forward to see who Bad Dude Tito is, because I've heard specifically Brody King say he's the fucking man. So I'm like, okay, that's me interested. But Kenny's Kenny. I'm always going to be interested in Kenny Omega match. But also, more wrestlers, builds up the Zack Sabre Jr. match. I think Kenny wins, obviously. But this, I think Zack Sabre Jr. delivers a message. This will be really fun. I cannot wait for this. So yeah, that's everything announced for Collision this week, Summer Blockbuster. Do I think anything else will happen? I think you get something with Maya Wade, obviously. I think you get something following the Kevin Knight stuff. Obviously the Don Callis stuff with MJF, with you know, all. I think it'll just be follow-ups and Dynamite. There's not really a lot of room, because the fucking card's stacked. 2.5 hour. It looks better than Dynamite, straight up. I think it will be. This will be a great match. I think the big things is, do we get appearances from, obviously, the tag champs, Cage and Cope, and obviously Zack Sabre Jr. I think that's my big things. But I think overall, I think a lot of it will be backstage promos from following Dynamite. But obviously, I think something with Maya Wade, with Athena, I think that makes all the sense in the world. But this Collision looks fucking great. So yeah, that's my predictions and preview for Collision this week, Summer Blockbuster. Let me know what you think of my card. Do you think it's as stacked as I do? What do you think match of the night will be? And if you've ever seen Bad Dude Tito, let me know, because I'm interested in this guy. And overall, let me know what your thoughts be, because I think this card looks fucking brilliant.